When the air itself can bite your face and the temperature drops to a bone-shattering -84 degrees Fahrenheit, food isn't just about nutrition, it's about pure survival. In the Arctic, every meal is a strategic choice. You don't just eat to feel full, you eat to stay warm, to stay alert, and to stay alive. And the Inuit people? They've turned this extreme environment into a living cookbook of survival wisdom. No stoves, no greenhouses, no grocery stores, just ice, instinct, and thousands of years of knowledge passed down through generations. What might seem bizarre to outsiders, eating frozen fish like chips, sipping blood soup, or gnawing on whale skin, is actually a masterclass in how to fuel the human body in nature's most brutal environment. Let's dive into 10 extraordinary Arctic foods that don't just satisfy hunger, they defy the cold. Imagine biting into a fish so frozen it crunches like a potato chip. And yet, that icy bite might be the smartest thing you could eat when it's -84 degrees Fahrenheit outside. For the Inuit, frozen raw fish, known as quack, isn't strange, it's essential. Cooking in the Arctic isn't always practical. There's no firewood growing on the tundra, and when you're out hunting for days, stopping to cook could mean wasting time, fuel, or even risking exposure. But raw, frozen fish? It's ready to eat, packed with protein, healthy fats, and, surprisingly, vitamin C. That's right, while early explorers suffered from scurvy, Inuit people thrived because raw fish preserves nutrients that cooking would destroy. Thinly sliced and eaten like Arctic sashimi, frozen fish doesn't just taste clean, it gives your body exactly what it needs. And because your body has to work harder to warm it up internally, it even boosts core temperature while digesting. Think of it as a snack that also acts like a mini heater. No grill, no fire, just cold, clean nutrition, straight from the ice. In the Arctic, where the cold is brutal and relentless, food isn't just about taste, it's about staying alive. And few foods are as vital to survival as seal meat. To the Inuit, seal meat is more than a meal. It's a biological toolkit, packed with iron, omega-3 fatty acids, and dense warming fat. It's engineered by nature to do one thing: keep humans alive in sub-zero extremes. Just one medium-sized seal can provide over 40 pounds of meat and fat, enough to feed a family for several days. But it's not just the quantity, it's the quality. The iron content in seal meat is nearly 4 times that of beef, helping fight off anemia in an environment with little sunlight and no leafy greens. The omega-3s protect the heart and keep the brain sharp, vital when a single mistake on the ice could be deadly. Seal fat does even more. It delivers long-lasting energy, keeps body heat locked in, and generates warmth during digestion. A literal internal furnace effect. That's why Inuit hunters often eat it before sleeping outside in brutal cold. And nothing is wasted. The blood becomes a powerful broth. The liver is so rich in vitamin A, it's consumed in small ceremonial portions. Every part is used: bone, sinew, organ, and skin, not just for food, but for tools, fuel, and clothing. There's even fermented seal meat, aged with care in the earth to create beneficial bacteria, boost shelf life, and amplify nutrients. The smell is intense, but so is the nourishment. Seal meat isn't just survival food, it's ancestral knowledge, biological power, and cultural resilience, all wrapped in one powerful, essential source of life. It might look strange to outsiders, a rubbery strip of black, white, and pink, but to the Inuit, Muktuk is pure Arctic gold. This traditional food is made from the skin and blubber of whales, often bowhead or beluga. It's eaten raw, frozen, boiled, or even pickled. Each layer has a role. The tough black skin provides fiber and vitamin C, while the thick, creamy blubber underneath is packed with vitamin D, omega-3s, and dense calories that fight off the brutal cold like a built-in furnace. One 100-gram slice of Muktuk contains more vitamin C than several oranges, a life-saving source of nutrients in a place where no citrus trees grow. And the fat? It doesn't just fuel the body, it insulates it. Inuit hunters often eat Muktuk before heading out in frigid temperatures because it actually warms the body from within through intense thermogenesis. But Muktuk is more than a food, it's a ritual. It's shared among families after whale hunts, divided with care according to ancient customs. It connects generations, passed down like a sacred recipe, and it's still eaten today in many Arctic communities, both raw and modernized. Outsiders may see it as a tough chew, but for those who know its story, Muktuk is survival, tradition, and healing, all in one unforgettable bite. In a land where green vegetables are almost non-existent, caribou is the Arctic's answer to both steak and spinach, rolled into one. This wild game has fueled Inuit families for thousands of years, and it's not just because it's plentiful. Caribou meat is lean, rich in protein, and absolutely packed with iron, about 4 times more than beef. That's essential when you're fighting freezing temperatures and trying to stay strong in a world where even a short walk can feel like an expedition. Every part of the caribou is used. The tongue is a delicacy. The liver and heart are bursting with B vitamins and nutrients. Even the stomach contents are sometimes consumed, pre-digested plant matter that delivers vitamins straight from the tundra. And when it comes to long-term survival, the Inuit invented one of the original super snacks, pemmican. It's a mix of dried caribou meat, melted fat, and sometimes berries. This compact food bar can last for years and fuel days of hunting or travel. 3,000 calories in just 1 pound. The caribou isn't just a source of meat, it's a 4-legged grocery store, an energy bank, and a sacred partner in Arctic survival. Its arrival marks more than a successful hunt. It means strength, warmth, and the promise of making it through another season. It may look like dessert, but Akutak, also known as Eskimo ice cream, is anything but a sweet indulgence. It's survival disguised as a treat. Forget dairy and sugar. This Arctic ice cream starts with whipped animal fat, traditionally from caribou, seal, or moose. The fat is beaten until fluffy, turning into something that looks like whipped cream but packs nearly 800 calories per cup. That's not dessert. That's central heating for your body. Then come the Arctic berries, crowberries, cloudberries, salmon berries, hand-picked in the fleeting summer and packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. They aren't just tasty, they're essential in a land without oranges or sunshine for months. And here's the magic. Some versions of Akutak fold in fresh snow, creating frozen pockets throughout the mixture. The result? A creamy, crunchy, tangy, high-calorie powerhouse that warms you from the inside out. In the Arctic, Akutak is more than food. It's culture, community, and science combined. It's made by hand, passed down through generations, and eaten strategically to stay alive through the longest, coldest nights. It's not just ice cream, it's the only dessert that might actually save your life. In a world where most creatures flee the cold, the Arctic char thrives, swimming happily through waters just a hair above freezing. Its secret, a natural antifreeze protein in its blood that keeps it from turning into a fish sickle. But Arctic char isn't just a survival marvel. It's a nutritional powerhouse. A single 6-ounce portion delivers over 2,000 milligrams of omega-3s, blowing most store-bought salmon out of the water. These essential fats help Arctic communities maintain mental sharpness, heart health, and warmth, crucial when the sun disappears for months. Its vibrant, coral-red flesh isn't just pretty, it's loaded with vitamin D, sunshine in a bite, a critical nutrient in a land where actual sunshine vanishes during the polar night. The Inuit catch char using ancient methods like ice jigging, dropping carved bone lures through holes in 6-foot-thick ice. And once caught, char can be eaten raw, dried, or smoked, each method designed to lock in nutrients and flavor through the long, brutal winter. This fish may swim in frozen water, but for the Inuit, it's pure, warm-blooded survival on a plate. They may be small, but Arctic berries are some of the toughest and most powerful foods on Earth. These little fruits have adapted to survive in a world where winter dominates and growing seasons are a blink. Crowberries, cloudberries, lingonberries, and blueberries grow close to the ground, staying within the sun-warmed surface layer of the tundra. Their secret weapon? A chemistry so resilient, they don't just survive the freeze, they get sweeter. Freezing breaks down their cell walls, unlocking sugars and intensifying flavor. And don't be fooled by their size. These berries are packed with antioxidants, vitamin C, and plant compounds that help fight inflammation and protect cells from extreme stress, just like they do for the plants themselves in the harsh Arctic environment. Even in winter, Inuit gatherers dig through snow to find frozen crowberries, nature's candy preserved by the cold. And when harvested in summer, berries are often stored in seal oil, creating a long-lasting, nutrient-rich snack for the dark months ahead. Each handful delivers not just taste and energy, but survival, wrapped in a burst of flavor that's been outwitting the Ice Age since day one. In a land where survival is a daily challenge, the ptarmigan is the Arctic's stealthy secret, a bird that never flies south, Unlike most birds that migrate, ptarmigans brave the winter head-on thanks to a remarkable wardrobe change. Their feathers shift from mottled brown in summer to pure snow white in winter, making them nearly invisible against the tundra. Even their feet are feather-covered, turning into natural snowshoes for trekking through drifts. But to the Inuit, the ptarmigan is more than just a master of disguise. It's a critical source of winter protein. These birds are small but mighty, with fat-rich meat that fuels the body during times when hunting larger animals might not be possible. They're usually hunted with snares or bow and arrow, and nearly every part of the bird is used. The meat is eaten fresh, the feathers insulate clothing and bedding, and even the crop, where the bird stores plant matter, offers clues about what's still edible in winter. Flavor-wise, ptarmigan meat is richer and fattier than chicken, with a seasonal twist. Spring birds taste different from fall ones, thanks to their changing diets of buds, berries, and insects. In a frozen world where big game can be elusive, the humble ptarmigan is a clever, compact, and delicious backup plan, wrapped in a fluffy down coat straight from nature's closet. Imagine diving for dinner under a roof of ice 5 feet thick. That's exactly what happens when Inuit harvest Arctic mussels, one of the most daring food traditions in the north. These shellfish aren't plucked from sunlit shores. They're gathered in total darkness beneath frozen sea ice during the narrow window of low tide. Timing is everything. If the tide returns before the harvest is done, the ocean can seal the hole shut with ice and trap the gatherers beneath. It's one of the riskiest food quests in the world, but the reward is worth it. Why take that chance for a few shellfish? Because Arctic mussels are nutrient gold mines. They're loaded with iron, selenium, and vitamin B12, essential for energy, immune health, and fighting the bone-deep fatigue that comes with constant cold. And the taste? Surprisingly sweet, tender, and clean. Far richer than their warm water cousins, thanks to the extreme cold. They're often eaten right after harvesting, still fresh and glistening in the Arctic air. Even the shells are used, ground into calcium powder, turned into tools, or placed around camps to detect shadows of approaching animals like polar bears. In a place where the sea is locked in ice for most of the year, the Arctic mussel is a rare treasure, hidden in the frozen deep, pulled into the light by hands that know exactly when and how to strike. In a land where vegetables don't grow, the Inuit still find a way to eat green. Kelp, the Arctic's ocean-grown superfood, thrives in icy waters where almost nothing else survives. It's packed with iodine, magnesium, calcium, and potassium, minerals critical for keeping nerves sharp, bones strong, and metabolism steady in sub-zero temperatures. Just a few strips can deliver thousands of % of your daily iodine needs, crucial for thyroid health and warmth regulation. But kelp isn't just nutritious, it's versatile. It's eaten dried and crispy like chips, boiled into mineral-rich soups, or stored in seal oil to preserve nutrients during the long winter. It even doubles as lamp wicks, cordage, and containers, a food and toolkit in one. Then there are the hidden treasures underground, tundra roots and herbs like fireweed shoots, willow bark, and Arctic cotton grass nodules. These tiny, hardy plants grow low to the frozen earth and are rich in vitamin C, pain-relieving compounds, and even mild carbohydrates. Some taste like spicy asparagus, others like crunchy chestnuts pulled from beneath the permafrost. Inuit knowledge of when and where to find these rare plants has been passed down for generations, because every leaf, every stem, every root could mean the difference between deficiency and survival. When the Arctic gives almost nothing, the Inuit find everything they need, hidden in snowdrifts, shorelines, and ancient memory. Surviving the Arctic isn't just about building shelters or lighting fires. It starts with what you eat. For the Inuit, every bite is a calculated step toward survival. From frozen fish that prevent scurvy, to muktuk that warms the body and sharpens the mind, and berries that burst with vitamins against a white horizon. These foods aren't just nutrition, they're strategy, their memory, their legacy. In a land where frost can kill in minutes, food becomes medicine, heat, and history, all wrapped into one. These 10 powerful foods prove that nature, when understood deeply and used wisely, gives everything you need, even in the harshest place on Earth. Because in the Arctic, survival is never random. It's learned, earned, and passed down, one bite at a time.